all of a sudden takes an awful long time to get to. And nobody ever seems to remember all the work that got into that last project being done. Hi, I'm Nika Waters, and welcome to the Boat Galley Podcast. I'm sharing some musings on some projects that just all got finished, all in one weekend, and a lot of the work that went on behind it. Today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by Mantis Marine, maker of the Mantis Anchor, now available in models with and without a roll bar. Proven to set reliably in the most challenging bottoms, the Mantis Anchor digs like no other, making anchoring safer and boating more enjoyable. Mantis Marine brings to market practical, durable, and affordable marine products, including anchoring gear, scuba diving accessories, and a rechargeable waterproof headlamp for hands-free lighting. Visit mantismarine.com and see for yourself. It was totally incredible. Between Saturday and Sunday, one weekend at the end of March, all of a sudden the old mast was gone. All of a sudden we had an installed sink and counter. All of a sudden we had running water and a working stove and cushions on the boat. That's a lot in one weekend. The thing is, with projects like this, and like any project really, there's nothing sudden about any of them. The mast? About as soon as we ordered the new one, which was in January, I was in touch with my friend Anne. She's in the wooden boat world, and I wanted to see if she had ideas for who might be able to use the old mast. We really didn't want it to become firewood. It may be 45 years old, but it looks like it's in really good condition, especially for a skilled shipwright who wants to take on the joyful work of maintaining it. And it turns out that Andrew Guest, who's Anne's partner, is restoring a 130-year-old Cornish lugger, and this mast of ours will work for his mizzen. He's psyched he doesn't have to go find a tree. We're psyched that our old mast wasn't being chopped up and thrown away somewhere. That it's going to be sailed again is extra sweet. The sink and the counter, I think that we probably dry fit them about a zillion times, but something always seemed to get in the way of installing them for real. We were just about ready to install the counter for real, and then we realized that it would be smarter to actually paint first before we did that. But painting's done. Jeremy got out the silicone and put the counter in place. And then the water system. We've been connecting and disconnecting PEX fittings, ordering new ones, doing curbside pickup at Home Depot to get the one extra pipe that we needed. We've been pulling water tanks out and moving them out of the way to clean below and putting them back into the bilge. It seems like we've been doing that for weeks. We debated ordering a new foot pump, but we said, okay, wait, there are 5 different ones that we have on hand. Maybe we can create at least one good one out of the 5. We fixed the manifold in place, filled up jerry cans at the yacht club, and after one false start with that Franken pump that had the pump leaking, which meant that Jeremy needed to pull it out, disassembled it all up, go back to storage to get lube to put the lube on the pump, and reassembling it, we all of a sudden had water at the sink. The stove. The stove came out of storage maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago, and has lived on the salon floor, along with everything else, for the last couple of weeks. We're going to install 20-pound aluminum horizontal tanks up by the mast, covered in some kind of box, and run the new propane line up there. The old 10-pound horizontals used to live on the cabin top, but we want to put the dinghy up there. For now, though, the regulator and valve from that old system are working well, and we set up the old tank on the side deck, and we're reaching through the porthole over the galley to open and close the tank. And as for the cushions, it was almost a year ago, I think, we spent some time templating and sending off the templates to Amanda at Yacht Canvas in Annapolis. We picked up the cushions in late January. We had told her that we didn't need them anytime really soon. But it's been so crazy down below on Calypso that there was no way we were bringing these beautiful, beautiful cushions on board. And after a lot of cleaning and dust removal, we fit the first set of cushions. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how amazing it looks down below. Every single one of those photo-worthy, Instagram perfect photos happened this weekend. Not a single one was started that weekend. And the next time you think about how fast something seemed to come to fruition, take some time to see the backstory. And also, when you're working all that hard on the slog to get somewhere, remember that you too will have an all of a sudden moment. It's going to be worth it. I promise. Can't wait to share this all of a suddens with you when we're all of a sudden sharing an anchorage somewhere together. And meanwhile, thanks so much for listening to the Boat Galley podcast. We love it when you subscribe. We love it when we hear from our listeners. And we love it when you come up and just let us know that you listen. Have the most spectacular week.